Something's broken. Maybe broken. We will see. Might have broke my suspension. Good morning, welcome back. We are doing another autocross at a brand new site. So it is a repaved circle track. This is, I think, the first event at this location. This track has actually been closed down for like the last 10 or more years, and they recently repaved the infield. The outside is still the same. Actually, it's in pretty good shape for not being used. But yeah, really looking forward to trying out this new site. We'll see how the car goes. It is unchanged from the last event. We've done nothing to the car. It hasn't even been washed. So we will see how the shifter behaves at this event. This is the third event for using the new shifter, the new sequential shifter on there. And we'll just see how today goes. So let's get into the racing.
All right, we have Steven getting all of the equipment ready. What is your first thought about the course?
It's a bowl.
It's a bowl.
It is pretty cool. It's should be fun.
Yeah, I think it should be fun too.
Getting ready to start my first run. It is quite warm today already, and it's only like 11 a.m. I think. So it's going to be a warm one today. Got Ashley here, but she's not running today, just being my crew. So we will see how this shifter does today on this course and how the car does on this course. This course is looking a little tight. Quick.
Oh my gosh.
You alright? Yeah, 31.
I didn't breathe.
31.630. Thank you. Oh, sweet.
Babe, that was maybe the most nervous I've been.
What are you nervous about?
The walls, they make me nervous.
What?
The walls.
Oh. I wasn't even looking at walls.
Whew. Okay, good job, honey.
Alright, so yeah, 31.63 FTD and FTP at the moment, but this first heat and like I'm on the halfway first bar, so we'll see how it goes, but a good start. Starting my second run, still currently sitting in FTD and FTP. But need to do as good as I can. I lost some time on the 1-2 shift because the shifter kind of grinded a little bit, and then just trying to find the right places to shift. But the course is pretty quick and a little slow in some places. 1.2. Let's see. I did hit 2 cones on that one, but still currently holding, I think, top packs. I'm not sure.
No, I heard Shane got it.
Okay. Yep, so dropped some time, but need to clean it up. Not sure where I got the second cone at. I know where I got the first one, or one of them.
I didn't know you got 2.
Yeah.
Good job, though.
Thanks. All right, we're starting the 3rd run. I have lost top packs and top raw, but that was because that last run I hit 2 cones. If it was clean, it would have been at least top raw, but we'll see. So this one we will try to get it clean. I know where I hit 1 cone, so that's easy. I just cut the corner a little bit too much. I don't know where I hit the other cone. Something broken. Started feeling
something. Did you hear a knock?
Yeah.
But I thought that was the sway bar.
I don't know.
Adjusting because it sounded like a rear sound.
Yeah, see the car's pulling. Yeah, it's pulling. Oh, maybe broken. We will see. Might have broke my suspension.
All right, tell me what happened.
Yep, we broke the front suspension on the car. Thinking it was maybe going from that the flat to the little bit of slope, whatever, on the embankment. Thank you for the right word. On the course there, because I was pretty much giving it full beans, trying to, you know, get that good time. So we broke the.
Oh, not we.
You, me.
Just kidding.
So I broke the rear suspension tube on the lower control arm. So the main beam, the big square tube that I have on there, that's fine. So the suspension is still attached. We're still going up and down, but there's nothing that's holding it forward to back. So we've actually contacted back here a little bit, pushed that forward. You can see that we're pushed forward right there, pretty good. And if you can see down here, yeah, you can kind of see that link is not attached. So yeah, that rod end it snapped right there. So need to look into that, see if it is, maybe I need to up the size of it potentially, or if need to redesign how things are, or if this was just a fluke. But luckily the wheel is all still attached. I was able to drive it off course. It did feel really weird because obviously this thing is just moving forward and back as we are gassing, turning, braking. But that is the end of today. I got 3 runs. Only one of them was good. The first one, luckily it was a good time, but definitely could have improved. I improved on the second one, but got the 2 cones. But so how it goes. So we'll fix it and we'll make things better. All right, we are back in the garage. Yeah, the car, it broke, but I was able to drive it off track. I was able to drive it onto the trailer, drive it off of the trailer. We kind of pushed it into the garage because it is wanting to really push into the fenders as I was trying to turn it. So what happened was this rear link that I have on the back, this rod end just snapped. So there's actually nothing to complete the A-frame that's in there. So the wheel is just moving forward and back at will. So yeah, it moved back and hit into this fender a little bit. Luckily didn't damage it too bad. It just pushed it back some. So we'll need to loosen it up and push it back. This door, when you try to open it, it's hitting down here. So we don't want to screw up the body or the wrap any more than it already is. And then right now it's pushed all the way forward. And for me, turning it and driving it, I think is probably what happened up here. So I've already chewed through the wrap up in here, and I've chewed in through the paint, and starting to get into the plastic bumper in the front there. So I'll probably need to touch up the wrap, just do like a little spot thing there. But yeah, I have spare parts. I just didn't have them with me at the Autocross this weekend to actually been able to try to get the car fixed. But let's, there was some other damage on the other side, so let's take a quick look at that as well. So I think everything kind of happened during that little transition bump. So if you look right in here, there's a big old dent in the fender. You can actually see a gap in between the fender flare and the fender. So yeah, this was doing a lot of rubbing in here, and actually had pushed the fender in. I've pulled it out a little bit, but I need to go in there with, get this wheel off with a hammer and actually probably hammer that all back out. So a little bit of damage on this side, and you can see that the fender was actually cutting into this wheel pretty decently, pretty far back in there too. So yeah, it's damage on that side, damage on this side. What I think happened, right when you're coming out of the gate, you make a left, and then there was a little bit of a right curve up onto the bank. Watching other cars, that was a pretty hard hit, especially on this side of the car. So I think just that transition for me is what took out this side. And I made it through almost the whole course before really noticing it. That first turn, I went to turn and the car just did not turn. I thought it was me like over driving or something like that. And as we were driving through it, the car was feeling a little weird, and there was a noise starting to develop of probably that link hitting. And then once I got up onto the bank, yeah, it just did not feel right. It was starting to pull, and that's when I knew something was definitely wrong. So yeah, backed off, started seeing course workers trying to, like, you know, not red flag, but kind of pointing, hey, something's wrong with your wheel, obviously. So that's what happened there. Came in first in KMT off of that first run. I finished 8th in PAX and 9th overall. So yeah, I only had 3 runs. The first one, which was my clean run, which usually first run is not my fastest. I did do pretty well on it, obviously, to be able to get all those places. My second run was faster, but it was dirty. And then the third run, the car broke on. So it's kind of like what could have been. I could have been way higher in the standings for this event. I need to get this wheel pulled off, check it all over, see if there's any other parts that I need to fix, replace, maybe even redesign. But if you want to see that, you need to hit that subscribe button, because this video is over. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Later.